Schönen guten Tag. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to Art Basel for this invitation to present Echtwald. My name is Markus Mueller. I will moderate today. Thomas Graesslin, to my right, will introduce Echtwald, showing you a short PowerPoint, and we'll try to put the idea in a nutshell. After that, I have a couple of questions, and then eventually you are very welcome to ask questions yourself. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Before we go to the discussion, I want to present Echtwald. Thank you for coming. What is Echtwald? One sentence before we present the project. Echtwald aims at revaluating the forest through active renaturalization and by participating in the comprehensive and sustainable marketing of the unique experimental value of unspoiled nature. So that's Echtwald in one sentence. Now I want to show you the goals of Echtwald. Echtwald, you see the map of Europe, will purchase forest worldwide. The focus in the moment is in Europe. We have 3 countries in the moment. We are investigating. We have some rules for the forest. We don't want to buy not any forest. We want to buy forest they are already in a good quality and near the capitals, to reach them within 1 hour from the capital, like any. What we want to do with forest, we want to transform them. If you look at the forest in the moment in Europe, these forests are commercial forests. This means the wood is growing and it's cut after 100 years, 50 years. And these commercial forests, we want to transform to old growth forest. So this is a process, you know, you cannot plant a 100-year-old tree. This is a process that takes several years, several decades, and this process will be done step by step to reach this old growth forest. We do that with professional support. We are working with university. Concretely, we have a cooperation with the Waldinstitut Münster, that's the University of Münster, with Professor Andreas Schulte. The job of the Waldinstitut Münster is to analyze, what's this one down? To analyze the original condition of this area, and we do that with a historical investigation. So we go back to a time, depends on the area. In Rome, it's maybe 6,000 years ago. In the Black Forest, is it maybe 500 years ago. We are looking for a time before the human, the man, started to use the forest as a commercial used forest. And we go back to this time, and the Waldinstitut Münster has methods to investigate how the situation was before the man used it as commercial forest. Then when we have the analysis, the result of the analysis, we develop the transformation concept. Was ist denn das für ein Sound? Ist das da ein Ding?
Das geht schon, ist draußen.
Außerhalb. Das ist echt irritierend hier. We make the transformation concept. It means from the status we have in the moment, from the commercial use forest till the old growth forest. So this is the analysis takes maybe half a year. And after that, we start with the support of the Waldinstitut Münster, we start the transformation. So this is, of course, this is a process that has to be done step by step. We cannot cut the forest and plant some trees, so it's a process we have to do step by step. We want to experience and to explore and to learn about the forest as an ecosystem, and therefore we had the idea to bring several functions into the forest. One function is we want to build cottages, and you can stay in these cottages for a holiday, for example, or for a weekend, or you can rent this cottage. And these we asked some artists to think about function we bring into the forest, to experience the forest, to explore the forest, and to learn the forest. And we asked 10 artists, international artists, to develop ideas to support this function. The artists, 10 international artists, and I want to show you now some ideas. It was very interesting, the result, how the artists think about the subject of forest, of nature, of climate. Climate control is a big discussion in the last few years, as you know, and was a very interesting. The result was very interesting. I want to show you some project. For example, Clegg and Goodman. Is it good to see? It's a drawing. It's one of 6 drawings, and I think in this drawing you can see very well. They developed the silent walk. So you see a path through the forest, and you see stations on the path, and you can follow this path with a headphone, and you get information or text through the headphone, and you can control with the speed you go through the forest, you can control what you hear. I think that's a very interesting project to explore and to learn the system forest. Another artist is Ture Greenford, a Danish artist. He developed a little village in the trees, not on the ground, so you can live in the trees, and you can reach these cottages only by cable car. So you need an equipment and to go into these cottages, and you can stay there overnight. You can stay the whole time on the tree, like the famous story of the Italian author. What is the Italian author with
Primo Levi.
Genau.
Primo Levi.
Carlo Levi.
Primo.
The Baron of den Bäumen. You can live like the Baron on the tree. Here you can see the system. Another artist is Till Krause, located in Hamburg. His idea is to make exhibitions. It was very interesting because he's an artist who is working with forward with nature, with processes in nature, and his idea is to make forest exhibition to display other projects, so you have a view from Echtwald to other projects. For example, one project is in Poland. It's a very big. It's the last natural old-growth forest in Europe. There are two. One is in Poland, and he wants to make, for example, an exhibition to inform the people about the old-growth forest in Poland. Another artist is Simon Mueller, also a Danish artist. You see a model of a cottage. These are, you see it in the lower photograph. You see it's a meteorite, and the idea of Simon Mueller is to install landed meteorites in the forest. So the idea is to install several meteorites, and these meteorites are housing, so you can live in these meteorites. And it's very interesting. You can turn them, and you can live in them in any situation. It's a very nice project. So you imagine if you go through the forest and then whoops, there's a landed meteorite. I think it's a very nice image. Another artist I think you know very well is Tobias Rehberger. He received the Venice Prize last year. His idea is to build a tent, an assembly tent, for example, to use for the university, for the study, for the time of study. They can stay, can use it as an atelier to work with the forest, and we can reconstruct it and bring it to another forest anywhere in Europe. Daniel Roth, a German artist. I hope you can see the drawing. You see the photograph. He was inspired by this photograph. This is a ruin. Could be it's a sign for the situation of our society. Maybe this is a ruin of our consumption society. So, and he wants to build a stone cottage you see on the drawing, and you can live. It's also for rental, for making holidays. You can use this stone cottage. You live in the ground floor, in the cellar floor. There will be a space for collecting objects of the forest, of the subject for the forest, and in the roof you can sleep. And he wants to combine the 3 floors with an elevator, so you can stand on the table and drive down to the collecting space, or you drive up to the sleeping room. And on the roof of the cottage will be a structure like this ruin on the photograph. Andreas Slominski, you see an empty space that's typical for Andreas Slominski. That will be a surprise. So we let's see what he will make for the Echtwald. Then we have an artist couple, is Vincent Taven, a French artist, and Ina Weber. They used the symbol of a leaf tree. If you make an abstraction of a leaf tree, it's a bowl with a cylinder, and they took this symbol of the tree. The cylinder is the trunk of the tree, and the bowl is the Krone. What is the Krone? The Krone of the tree, ne? The crown of the tree. And that I like it very much because you can sleep in the bowl. Ne? There will be installed a level, and in the bowl it will not be a glass bowl. It will be a wooden bowl with bull eyes, like in a ship. and you lie on a floor, and you can look through these bull eyes into the forest or into the sky. If we have no clouds, you can see the stars. I like this idea. I think this is a very beautiful imagination. And in the trunk of the tree of the house is the living space with an indoor-outdoor kitchen. So I think it's a very attractive place to stay in an old-growth natural forest. Another artist is Jan Timme. He has a very interesting idea. You see a stairway. What is it? A stairway to heaven? I don't know. But you can go up to this stairway, and you can sit on the top of the stairway, and the top is just over the trees, so you can look over the forest, and you can look into the landscape, and you can read, or you can do anything or nothing. I think it's a very interesting idea, a very interesting functional idea. This could be a situation in the old growth forest. We have an organization. It's already founded. We have two ways to finance this project. One way is the Echtwald Foundation. We made a presentation in Berlin last year in October, and we got a lot of resonance. The people didn't want to invest in this project. They said, I want to give a donation to that project. So we founded a foundation for this, for the people who want to donate. They like the project and they want to donate to this foundation. The foundation is responsible for the forest. The foundation will buy the forest and will renaturate the forest. That's the goal of the foundation. Then we have a company, a commercial company called Echtwald. It's a KG. It's like a limited. It's a German limited. We are several shareholders in the. It's already founded, and we are in the state of we have several investors who participate, very good investors, and they will take part, and we are in the moment to start this activity. Echtwald KG, the former idea was to create a shareholder company that will stay the idea. So the beginning is with the KG, and in some years we can transform the Echtwald KG into a shareholder company in an AG. And the state of beginning will take some years. And Echtwald KG will be responsible for buying forests to get a substance in this company, and is also responsible for the renaturation. The process of renaturation will be financed by the KG. And all these functions you have seen from the artist, they are built by the Echtwald KG. So we want to rent the cottages, for example, and we have a product program. We have several offers in this company that has to do with forest. Dienstleistung, what is Dienstleistung?
Services.
Service product and real product. So the Echtwald KG will be a profitable company. The idea is to bring ecological aspect and economical aspect together. That's the idea. And okay. Another image. Thank you very much. Wie machen wir das Ding jetzt? Warte mal.
Okay. Thanks, Thomas, for this fast drive into the Echtwald.
Ich lasse die erste Frage aus, weil wir schon ein bisschen spät sind.
Die erste Frage?
Lass es weg.
Ja, okay.
Thanks for that. So, I was just wondering, in times of financial crisis and the continuous danger of collapsing financial markets, why do we really need now a company that wants to make profit with woods?
Yeah, the idea, we had the Echtwald idea before the financial crisis came, and it's an old idea developed before the crisis came. And yeah, and with the crisis you see that the cause of the crisis is that we build up virtual economic values. And I think Echtwald it's just the opposite of virtual realities or virtual economic. This is real economic, and we are überzeugt, what is that? We are convinced. We are sure, we are convinced that this is a new way of entrepreneur.
So now, just to get the basics straight, you have a foundation and you have a company, and they buy wood, and what they basically do with the wood, they take it out of the industrial production process. This wood is lost for industrial forest usage, and you will actively change the forest so that it will become like it used to be. Now, how exactly will this become profitable? How do you generate any kind of income with that?
I told you that the process of renaturation is a long process. It depends on the actual state of the forest, but what we don't want to close the forest and keep itself. For example, you have 100% pine trees, so you don't get an oak into the forest. So it must be an active process, and the active process takes decades of years. And so we will bring out wood, for example, and we can make money during the time of the renaturation. During the time of renaturation, we build up the product range with the service product, like renting the cottages, so we get in money. Another interesting income source will be the certificate trade. It's a discussion, is it a good thing or not, but this is a way also to get income for Echtwald, is trading with certificate. So we have several aspects for income. So we have seven ways to get income for Echtwald, to make a profitable company of that. Another aspect is there is a discussion in the moment in all Europe. There are big investors, big fund companies, they buy forest. I think not for the best. It's the idea to produce growing energy. I think that's a really stupid idea. If you imagine that you use our landscape for growing energy. You can see that in Scotland. We made investigations for many years. In Scotland, you can see it in a very good way. There are big investors, Asian investors, they buy the complete country and they plant Tannenbäume. What is Tannenbaum?
Christmas trees.
Tannenbäume, also Fichten. I don't know the English word of that. Okay, Fichten, you understand? And they grow this forest in 10, 15 years, and they cut it like a cornfield. And you can imagine how this landscape looks like. If you go to Scotland, you can see those areas now.
So time's almost up. Are there questions from the audience? You don't have to rush, but this is the chance. Your name Thomas, is usually associated with the visual arts.
Yeah.
The family has a collection based in St. Georgen. Now, why do you have the artists involved?
The idea of Echtwald, the impulse is a long time ago. We started the collection with art of the 60s, you know, Arte Poveri, for example, Mario Merz, Richard Long, Janis Cornelis, Joseph Beuys, and I met Beuys 2 times in the late 70s, and I think this was a very important impulse to develop other ideas of society and of nature, of ecological ideas. No? That was the impulse. And over the years, another passion are trees. We have a tree collection in the Black Forest. That's the opposite of nature. It's a collection, it's like an arboretum, and it's an old passion, and the question over the years is how does a garden, for example, look like? That was another way to develop the concept. If you look at the garden history, the French garden is a garden for the absolute. It expresses the political systems or the idea of the society at that time. The French garden is the absolutism. The English garden is the beginning of Renaissance and Aufklärung. What is Aufklärung?
Enlightenment.
Enlightenment. And my question was, how does the garden of the 20th century look like? 10 years ago, I worked together with a landscape architect. We made a concept of this 20th century garden. I'm very happy that we did not realize this idea. It was really stupid at that time, so I'm very glad. And sometime we discussed about this, and we continued the concept, and once we had the idea that the forest, the nature of the future, is the original state. I think that is the time now. And now coming back, the artist, why the art is now involved in that. Okay, the impulse came from the art, and our idea was that artists have a completely different view on the things, on the society, and that was the reason why we asked the artists to develop the function for to experience, to explore the forest. And as you see, they had really very good ideas to do that. Interesting that it's free from any ideological basement, and I like that. And I think that that's also an expression of our time. It's a high grade of individualism. We don't have ism. We have it's an expression of a liberate society, and I like that. And you can see when you see the result of the artist that it is a widespread field of ideas now.
Okay, thanks. So last chance. Thanks for coming. Thanks for Art Basel for having us. Thank you, Thomas Graesslin, and have a nice day.